leaving Vlad TV?
Oh shit.
Fuck no.
So how do you feel in hindsight though? Probably about a year.
Listen, when I look back, I like what I did on Vlad. I did like 3 years on that. I got enough footage on there.
Right.
It's fine. People still watch it. People go, do you regret? No, I would regret it if I stayed on Vlad after he disrespected the minister. You can't, we had just differences of opinion.
Right.
Because my thing is this, listen, not everybody's a fan of Minister Farrakhan. I grew up through college going to see Farrakhan and Savior's Day. I'm from Chicago. I would go see him at the mosque. But I'm not a Muslim. I'm not part of the Nation of Islam. I'm a black dude. And sometimes you need a pep talk.
Yeah.
You need a pep talk in life. And I went to go see a man who's lived through all of this shit, and I don't agree with everything he says. Sometimes I don't even know what Farrakhan's talking about. I don't get into the deep religious part, but I agree with the racism and getting our shit together. And that I agree with that. Sometimes you need somebody to put that in you again. But when he said what he said, did we talk about this?
Yes, we did.
I said, you disrespected this man, this 87-year-old leader of millions of people who's part of the black community, whether you like it or not. And you said some wrong shit about him. And you didn't even listen to his whole speech. You just took a little excerpt and went with that. And the Nation of Islam has given you interviews and protection, and you shit on their leader? That don't even make sense. I'm just saying morally as a man, I wasn't feeling that. I was like, nah, man. And me and Lord Jamal were like, well, then since you want to stand on your ground, we're going to stand on our ground and protect our culture. Someone's got to stand up for our shit, man. We can't just let everybody say fucked up shit about our people and just let them get away with it. Because when we say something about other people's people, they ban us. They blackball us right away. They don't even give us a chance.
Yeah.
But see,
people will call us nigga this, nigga that. And we're such forgiving ass little fucking hens, man. We just forgive everybody. It's too much of that church shit, man.
One thing that's also crazy is, and we were short for time, but I definitely want to get this in as well because my cousin asked a great question. We talked about the culture vulture movement being completely fucking dead, because what we see is now is these artists, not only when you and Lord Jamar kind of stood on y'all 10 toes and then we see Nori speak out, it was almost like a rebellion against what y'all said. And instead of us kind of promoting each other, they went even harder to promote platforms that we at one time deemed culture vulture. And I'm not even talking about Vlad necessarily putting him in a single box. I'm talking about a variety of it. Why do you think we do that?
Wait, sorry. What did you say? Say it one more time.
No, you're good. I said that when you, Lord Jamar, and Nori, I could put you guys together, y'all spoke out against Vlad and said you're not gonna rock with him no more. It almost seemed like a rebellion amongst the talent in hip hop or in Hollywood, whatever the case may be, to where our culture fed these various vultures even more, or what we considered vultures. So we were talking like, man, we hear what y'all saying about culture vulture, not you in particular, but what the culture saying about culture vulture, but that shit's dead, man, because y'all feed them every day and keep them going like a fucking plague.
Yeah. I was getting shit. I was getting people going, man, you need to go back to Vlad. I was like, man, that's that slave mentality, man. We're not physically slaves, but mentally, man, we are locked and chained, buddy. It's like because I think this is an opinion. I think black folks were so caught up in pleasures, man. Pleasures like Vlad is like a toy that people like to play and go, oh, but I like playing with this toy. Don't take it away from me. We're so caught up in petty pleasures, man, that we can't stand up. Like, it's like when black women get disrespected at Korean stores, certain Korean stores that treat them like shit. But they just got to have that little weave. They got to have that package of hair. Can't you go get it online from a black company or go to another store that's going to treat you right? You just have to have that immediate satisfaction, that instant gratification, And they're like, why'd you leave Vlad? I go, why not? And me and Vlad, we don't got no beef with the dude, not at all. People try to act like we got beef. I just left because I didn't agree with what he did. It's not. I don't go around dogging him and doing that shit. If he does that to me, I don't give a fuck. I'm not a 5-year-old. You know what I mean? But he has to understand, you make your money off of black people. Your wife is black. Your kids are black. And so I guess it's just, you just fuck black women and then shit on black men. I'm not having that.
Word.
You know, because there's a lot, I'm not saying all, there's a lot of white guys that will be with a black girl, but they don't like the presence of black men.
Mm-hmm.
They'll call motherfuckers a nigga and then their wife be black.
Mm-hmm.
They'll call a motherfucker a chink and their wife be Asian.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So, and in the Nation of Islam, I said, they all called me up to see if I was still going to rock with them. And what you think I was going to do?
Just 10 toes down.
I'd rather have the approval of the Nation of Islam in every city I go to than some white dude that don't give a fuck about black lives.
Woo. We can end it on that.
I'm just being honest, and it's not knocking him down, but he don't give a. He wants to make his money. He's a businessman. I get it. You trying to take your money off of black, but that's nothing new. Whites making money off of black talent. That's been around since the early 1900s. Yeah. That's why it's important to read your motherfucking history so you know where this behavior comes from. Shit. It's like when you go to the doctor's office, what's the first thing they bring out when you go to a doctor's office? What's the first thing they pull out?
Thermometer?
Your medical history.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
A thermometer, God.
Check your temperature, nigga. Like, see what you got.
My man said a thermometer. I said, you better leave that doctor. You keep
fucking you up.
Just bring out a thermometer. Nothing. Whether you go to a dentist office, or they always bring out your history first. You go to court, they bring out your history. Even when basketball, when they shooting the free throw, they go, yeah, last week he did this. Yeah. They talk about your history that leads up to what you're doing in the present. That's why it's important. And I don't want to sound corny, but you gotta read your history, whether it's history of us in entertainment, history of us in sciences and all. You have to know, so you know where this behavior comes from, so you won't sit up there and be surprised, and then you'll stand up for your shit and go, I'm leaving. Boom. You know why? Because I got knowledge of self and I know where this bullshit's coming from. The buck has to stop at a certain point. You can't continue taking abuse because you're getting views, man. The fuck? That's why I like the black TikTokers. They stopped creating because white folks were taking all their shit. And they weren't getting the numbers. So black people said, we're going to stop TikToking. What's wrong with that? And they didn't have to march. You didn't have to put shoes on and march anywhere. You just don't TikTok. Let's not do it for a couple months. Why can't we stand up virtually? You can't even stand up virtually.
That's a fact.
Damn.
Yeah.
You can't even just go, I'm going to log out. Niggas can't log out.
Yeah, man.
We can't all together log out as a group.
Yeah.
Let alone protest and put our physical bodies in front of. You can't just log out. Damn. I don't know what to say, man. I'm not the master of all black people, man. I'm just master of myself and my environment, man. I just suggest shit and that's it. And anybody takes it wrong, that's your fucking business. I don't give a fuck what you got to say. This is just my opinion.
And Godfrey dropping game on the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button, that 5-star.
Yeah.
You always do good numbers on our podcast. People love listening.
Oh, do I?
Conversations, man. Yeah, you one of the best on here. So we appreciate you for the numbers. You know what I mean?
Check them numbers, son.
Check them numbers, son. They doing all right, man.
You know what I'm saying? I might gotta get a percentage of this.
Hey, bro.
Hey, man, first of all, I like the way you guys are growing, and if I can do anything to contribute to you guys' success, I'm always happy. I like to see black folk move and do well. I'm that guy.
Nigga said, oh God, you the man, Cass. I spit white like a clan mask. And I'm a hustler, I could stand out on the beach and sell sandbags. Some things can't last, but this ain't just a podcast. This is Sam Ant and Oh Godcast. Hip Hop Uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Hip Hop Uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Oh God driving, Sam Ant riding passenger side. And you heard it out the mouth of the greatest rapper alive. Hip Hop Uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Hip Hop Uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Oh God driving, Sam Ant riding passenger side. And you heard it out the mouth of the greatest rapper alive. Go gang.